She spearheads the gynecology and obstetrics at Adarsh Hospital. She has helped into delivering lot of babies. Apart from that, for women, she has been a spear post in such a way that she has helped lot of women into dealing with different not problems we shall say, but stages and ages of life. That's how we'll put it to her. So could we have a clap of applause? And not taking much time, I hand it over to you. So please begin for our workshop. Yes, please. Thank you. Ma'am, I'm sitting there, you are sitting here.
No,
Please.
I'm sitting. Sure. Yeah.
Hello. Okay. Okay. So, can I have the next slide, please? And the next. So, this is a quiz for you. Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Now you have to guess the age of the lady. Please guess. Any other guess? Somebody else? Let me introduce you. This is Mrs. Vinita Bhatia, my cousin. She's Mrs. India International 2022 winner. On 9th of November this year itself, she won this title in Mumbai, Radisson Blue. Now I'll tell you the age is 60. 60. So you can see, this is an ideal. This we can all become. So she's 10 years older to me, and look at her. She was Miss Orange City at the age of 18, and she has continued to maintain herself since the last 42 years. So what kind of choices we can make to really attain our health? She's a diabetic since the last 20-25 years, but she maintains her blood sugar, her fitness, her beauty, and look where she's reached. Please, the next slide. So now we are going to manage our menopause such that we all become Vinita Bhatia. Pretty at 60. So when does this menopause typically occur? What is menopause? Basically, it's a cessation of your menstruation and the end of your reproductive career. Meaning you cannot be pregnant after menopause. Okay, so usual age is 40 to 50 years away. But nowadays we have seen a decline. As you must have seen a decline in the age of menarche, the starting of your period. That is also reducing. It is come to 8 to 10 years, can you imagine? So now 40 to 45 is the age when you reach your menopause. Anything less than 40 years is a premature menopause. Please can I have the next slide? So pre-menopause. 5 to 10 years prior to menopause is the year of perimenopausal age. Okay, so during this time, it is the time when we face problems such as mood changes, hot flashes, anxiety, panic attacks. You have irregular periods, urinary symptoms like incontinence, weak pelvic support, vaginal dryness, infection in the vagina, hair loss, reduced sleep, and possibly a little bit of memory loss. Okay, so usually it starts with forgetting numbers. You're writing a check, you think you've written the correct amount, and suddenly somebody points out that this is the wrong amount. So this kind of thing happens. Can I have the next slide, please? So menstruation during perimenopause, usually it will start with irregular periods. You might have scanty periods. Sometimes there is a little foul smell. Sometimes you have bleeding lasting for more than 8 days. So what are the cases in which you should go and see the doctor? If the bleeding is lasting more than 8 days, and if the bleeding is irregular, meaning spotting between two periods, if you have bleeding after intercourse, or post-menopausal bleeding, like cessation of bleeding for 1 year, and then later on you have your periods. So that is a difficult situation. You should go to a doctor. Yeah. The next slide. Okay. So how are we going to manage our menopause? Why is menopausal changes occurring? Because estrogen and progesterone, the two reproductive hormones that have been there all throughout these ages, have suddenly started to decrease. So we are in one kind of a withdrawal. The body has been used to estrogen and progesterone, and suddenly they disappear. So what happens is that we have these all different symptoms. So because estrogen can be had from plant-based sources also, like soya bean, flax seeds, broccoli, spinach, legumes, and basically there are soya bean supplements available. Soya bean protein extract supplements in the form of tablets, in the form of capsules, which can be consumed. We must have a heart protective diet. Why? Because estrogen, progesterone have been heart protected all these years. Now once we lose them, again we are at a similar risk as men for heart disease. So we must have a heart protective diet, meaning less processed food, less oily food, and more fiber in our food, vegetables, fruits, etc. Calcium and magnesium rich diet, we all know, dairy products, low fat dairy products are the best sources. If you are a vegan, then you can go for soya milk, almond milk, coconut milk. All of these alternatives are also available. Magnesium rich diet like flax seeds, chia seeds, sesame seeds. Then you have fruits like bananas, jackfruit, oranges, papaya, and then all sorts of nuts, walnuts, pistachios. So vitamin D is another important element. Actually, it has been proved that vitamin D acts as a hormone. So half an hour exposure to sunlight, which is usually, it is very difficult for us because we are throughout the day inside. So what we can do is vitamin D supplements are available either in the form of powders or capsules, which can be had every Sunday for 3 months. So that will correct the deficiency. Hydration is most important, 8 to 12 glasses of water. So what I have seen is, usually it is very difficult to consume 8 to 12 glasses of water because throughout the day we are working, we might not have access to washrooms as much as we want. So what we do is, we ask the patient to have 4-5 glasses in one chunk of time. Then later on throughout the day she can sip water and consume 8 to 12 glasses totally. Can I have the next slide? So lifestyle changes. This is the most important thing that we can do for ourselves. So what kind of changes we must incorporate in our daily routine? One is Kegels exercise. What is Kegels exercise? Supposing that you are out somewhere, you want to use the washroom, but there is none inside. What you do is try and stop the flow of urine. So that is how you pull up your pelvic support muscles. So like you are sitting, all of you can pull up your pelvic support muscles, count till 10, then release, then again pull up and count. So 10 times in the morning, 10 times in the evening. That can also help. Second thing you can do is lie down, flex your knees, put a pillow between your knees and push that pillow. So that also helps to strengthen your pelvic muscles. Exercises like walking, yoga, swimming, strength training. These are all important. Why? Because as we age, we lose our muscle mass. Bone density decreases. So exercise will stop and prevent all of this. Meditation and mindfulness. Everybody needs big doses of meditation and mindfulness because everything around us is trying to make us go bonkers. So basically find out some chunk of time in which you can sit in silence and meditate. Then cultivate hobbies, dancing, singing, music, reading, any sort of hobbies that make you happy. That is the most important thing. Renew your friendships with college students, student friends and school friends. Plus you have a whole bunch of friends here. So I think you are better off. Social work, like we ourselves have started Adarsh Women. last year my husband passed away in Corona. So later on I saw a lot of women who were widowed and young and they were depressed. So we started this group called Adarsh Women. We take every month we take health related programs for the women. Basically we want the women to come together and together is the key. Together we can do everything. Okay. So regular checkups. There are regular checkups like mammography every year after the age of 40. Then there's pap smear. That is a smear taken from your cervix every year. Then bone mineral density. Then there are several blood tests. There's a blood test which is serum follicle stimulating hormone and serum luteinizing hormone. These two tests if you do, there's a value, there's a cutoff value. Once you reach that value means that you're menopausal. So later on you won't be pregnant and the periods might be irregular. They might come every 3 months, every 6 months, every 1 year and then stop. Can I have the next one? So contraception during perimenopause. Because our periods are irregular, we cannot calculate a safe period. So contraception is important. Non-hormonal methods like condoms and copper T are the mainstay. Oral contraceptive pills, the combined oral contraceptive pills, we ask the patient to stop after the age of 40 because it will rise your blood pressure. After 40, there's a raise in blood pressure. Then injection depo-provera, if you are taking, you have to stop after the age of 40 because it leads to a changed lipid metabolism and bone health. Progesterone only pill. This can be had till the age of 50 and Mirena. That is an intrauterine device impregnated with progesterone that you can continue to wear till the age of 50. But as I said, if you have done your FSH, LH level and if it has showing that you are menopausal, you will not need any contraception after that. So how to make the best of menopause? So this I think is, I always tell my patient that this is the time that you go back to your college days. You're finished with your responsibilities, children are grown up, maybe they have left your home, you might be all alone, it's an empty nest syndrome. But you must find friendships and hobbies, self-growth and reflection. My daughter, she's given me a birthday gift on my 51st birthday, that's a gratitude journal. I write 5 things that make me happy in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night. And it really has helped me a lot. Now I find that the pages, I have so much to write, the pages are less. So you see, there is something for us to learn. Like gratitude journal is one thing that I can recommend. Surveys, as I said, we started with Adarsh Women. You can share your talent, you can share anything. We all know something better than others, so we can share it with others. Spirituality, it really is the rock. Something that makes you, feel supported. So you can definitely try some kind of a spiritual connection. There are so many groups. You can join a Reiki group, you can join a pranic healing group. There are so many groups. So you can definitely do that. And as a bonus and as a birthday gift to Anand, I'm going to tell you one technique which I follow and I recommend that also. It is called a figure of 8 technique. Okay? So the direction should be south-north and the space should be 10 feet. Okay? So you once from the starting point, you start to walk first in the clockwise direction. So you walk like in a figure of 8 manner. Once you finish walking in this fashion for 15 minutes, then you start again from the starting point in the anti-clockwise manner. Okay? And again you finish for 15 minutes. This has been given by my mentor and he in turn received it from a Siddha. So it really works, I can vouch for it. It will increase your focus, courage, confidence. Anytime that you're feeling down and you need support, walk in this figure of 8. And if you take a sankalpa, if you take an affirmation, the one I take is that I'm immensely grateful that I blissfully maintain my radiant health and happiness all throughout my life. It will definitely come true. Thank you so very much. Questions now?
Yeah. East-west direction.
It's not to be done in the east-west direction. It has to be done in the south-west, south-north direction.
Start from north or south.
Whichever. North-south direction, whichever. Draw 8. If supposing somebody is wheelchair bound, they can also draw 8. It will really help you in your arthritis, it will help you in bone mineral density, and more than that, it will help you in courage.
So how many times we walk in?
For 15 minutes, you walk yeah.
So half an hour walk.
Half an hour. And it really works. Like I'll tell you my own example. I was to go to my Nagpur is the place where I belong to, and I had to. I had to go through a property deed, and usually men by your side make things easy. For women it is difficult, but because I didn't have my husband, I had to do it alone. So I walked this walk for at least 15-20 days because I was very. We have those doubts that some particular say we have no idea. So, but this really helped me. It really does. There are several techniques if you go to Google. But on Google and internet, this figure of 8 is not available. This is a special given from a mentor to a student. So this is a free gift for all of you.
Recommended for the children for our
Everybody can do. Or if for children also it will help in increasing their focus, their courage and their confidence.
Many parents are asking us how to
100% it will help. And they'll enjoy it too because they are moving. Usually with the mobile and all they are still. And it really doesn't help. And first, please. Whichever. See, I am standing like this. So if I start from my left hand and complete the 8, then come back here and continue to do it for 15 minutes. Then the next time I start from my right and then again. It's the same. The distance should be 10 feet around, 10 feet here. Usually soybean extract medicines we are routinely prescribing. I have had several patients, like one patient of mine was a banker. Counting money in the bank, she started to have this crying spells. Immediately, like some trigger or something, if she starts counting money, she starts to cry. She used to come to me, then I prescribed the soybean protein extract, capsules and tablets are available. Within a month, she was cured. There are people who have lot of night sweats. In the night, they are not able to sleep. So this soybean protein extract will help. It really does. Because it is a substitute for the estrogen that we are losing.
So till what time of 1 month, 2 months?
See, 1 or 2 months you can continue to have, and if you have better results, you can continue till years. Because it's just a plant-based estrogen that you have. And plus, it has a combination of calcium. So it is helpful. Vitamin D, magnesium, everything is combined together. So you can have that. But rarely, with very severe symptoms, we might need to go for HRT, hormone replacement therapy. But it actually is not necessary. If you go for diet changes, for lifestyle changes, 100% get through your menopause in flying colors. Yeah, any more questions, please?
Ma'am, after 40, when is the right time to realize that it is an actual menopause? Because with all the, whatever is happening, what changes are coming, everybody name it that it is menopause. Whatever, if you are getting angry again and again, if you are getting annoyed, everybody will put your menopause is going on. Your menopause is going on.
It's better to label it as menopause. And get away with it. Throw a tantrum and say that I'm menopause. No, but if you go for your yearly test and if you do that FSH-LH hormone, it will show that your FSH-LH values are increasing. And once they reach one certain level, you have reached your menopause. So that is an evidence. You can get it framed and show to everybody that. Yeah, every laboratory will do. Yes.
What is the How does thyroid affect menopause?
See, thyroid, actually you have to continue to get your thyroid medicines daily, and sometimes we have seen a little fluctuation in the levels of thyroid. So you might need to change the tablet, the power of the tablet for a certain time. Then again you can reduce. So it doesn't usually have too much of an effect in menopause.
But is there an impression that menopause leads to thyroid?
No, it doesn't. That's not true. That's not true. Usually, all the hormones are in a cascade, so they are actually connected to each other. There's one more hormone, serum prolactin. Serum prolactin will rise if you are having late nights. So usually in menopause, what happens is we are not able to sleep on time. So usually we stay up late, and usually we scroll through the social media, and usually this happens. So prolactin gets raised, and prolactin raising will lead to more nighttime, difficulty in sleeping. So you see, this is all connected. If you really, supposing if you wake up at night to pass urine and then come back and scroll through your mobile, you will not be able to go to sleep. See, social media will either make you feel sad or either make you feel bad. Okay, so the only thing to do, I always tell my patients, is 2 hours prior to sleep, switch off your mobile. That is the best thing, that is the best gift that you can give to yourself. It really will lead to a calm sleep. And the last thought that you have before you sleep is the first thought that you have once you wake up. And that is the thought which will make your reality. So please be careful. The last thought that you have should be a happy and satisfied thought. I am the best. Then sleep. You'll be the best. That's true.
It's true, it affects.
Yeah, please do. Please, your question, please.
Yes, actually I'm suffering from endometriosis. So does menopause remove away endo?
See, endometriosis is basically hormone dependent. So, with the disappearing hormones, it should go to, recession. The endometriosis should recede. But you have to continue to get check up with your doctor. And
Uterus removal is the only option?
your doctor will only be able to guide you, because we will not know how much is the spread or how much is the size. Even in fibroids, we tell the patient to wait, because with menopause, the reduction of size in the fibroid is seen. So usually what happens is the patient will come to me at 40 that I have a 7.5 centimeter fibroid. So we ask for removal. But if the same patient is coming with a 4 centimeter size, so I'll ask her to wait. If by 43 she reaches her menopause, it will reduce. So it will not cause any. As it is, bleeding is going to stop. So after menopause, you will not have fibroid related or endometriosis related problems. Anybody else? Yes, please.
And with the onset of 40s, the metabolism takes a hit.
Yes.
And weight loss becomes a difficult task.
Yes.
So how to boost the metabolism?
See, these exercises that I have recommended. Swimming is the best, but it might not be possible. But strength training is the next.
Strength training.
Yeah. Yoga, I myself go for yoga every day for 1 hour and half an hour of walking. That has kept me in a sane place, because there are several issues that can really make you go insane. But we must keep ourselves together, whether for children, for ourselves also. We must take care of ourselves. I always tell my patient, if a man falls ill, he has 10 women taking care. Yes. But if a woman falls ill, she's all alone. So we are our own best friends. We have to be. Anybody else? It was a wonderful, wonderful session. I really thank you for being such a wonderful audience. Contact information, you can take a picture of this.
इसके बाद भी नेक्स्ट
There is one more. Yeah, once they take pictures, yes. You can join our Adarsh women group. We continue to do our activities. You can be a part of it. We have a WhatsApp group. You can put your thoughts on it. If you will have any queries, they can be answered.
Contact our
On that previous slide. This presentation will be available here in the school website also, I think. So you can always go back to the contact information.
और इसके बाद भी हाँ जी एक है हाँ हाँ जी yeah go next yeah that's it and
Together, that's the message. Together, we can really do it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Yeah.
Nayak. And now I invite our principal, ma'am, Bhavna ma'am, to do a few honors.